As the garage gym's coming together, another thing that I want to put back in practice is my adaptation or small dosing of environmental exposure. Wow, big words after coffee. But basically, cold exposure, right? As a Wim Hof instructor, not only do I believe in it, but I'm looking forward to putting it back into a daily routine. And first things first, I moved the chest. We moved it out here. So after we work out, got this guy right here. Time to fill it up with ice. £250, close to that, give or take. Into the tub. Now it looks really nice, but we need time for the rest of the water to acclimate, right, to get comfortable, but plus also to lower that temperature. We're hoping to get this with ice without the freezer being on overnight, maybe 40 to 45, which would be great for today. But first, let's work out. After that, we'll see you in the ice. Take two. What's on the menu today? Well, like anything, if you want to get better at something, you need to show progression. You need to see adaptation over time. So that comes with strength. So I'm going to be spending probably 2 to 3 days a week pulling, either moderate volume or low volume, heavier weights. I'll tie in some explosive movements like power cleans, power snatches, but I want to start pulling again. My knees and hips are still kind of recovering from a lot of longer running last couple months, so I'm going to be pulling. Part B today is a little bit of vitamin D. Going to get out, go for a light run and some weighted step overs. Obviously this can be done for time, but one of the things to take away is you do need to be tracking. Yes, that's true, right? If you're going to see progress, you can't just randomly pick workouts and do them, although fun, and you can check the box. You'll notice over time that you plateau or you're not getting the gains that you want because you're not specifically programming for those gains, right? That being said, being super nuanced, dotting the I's, crossing T's, every workout can drive you crazy. So today, third workout, the last 3 days, I'm gonna just move, right? And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do about 5 rounds. Whenever that finishes. And then hopefully that guy's at temperature and we'll do some Wim Hof work, okay? Some breath work and some cold. Let's get it done. Here's a question for you guys. So when you guys are pulling deadlifts, how often and when do you see yourself switching from a double overhand grip to a switch grip, right? 1 over, 1 under. Nothing wrong with it if you do. My experience, or when you use wraps, right? There's so many different ways to pull. Some are strong towards one way, others. I think they all have their space in training. It's just, you gotta know why you're training, what you're targeting. So if you're really working on your back, right? If you're working on your midline, then it has less to do about grip and more about getting the extra couple reps in. So that's when you would use like wraps, right? As far as on the bar. Now, when developing GPP, functional fitness, I like the double overhand grip. Because it transitions into a lot of other movements that you might see, like the clean, the snatch. You don't really see switch grip snatches or cleans that often. Not to say that you don't, but usually it's shoulder injuries and there's a point in time where they actually let go of the bar. But I'm a fan of double overhand grip because it works your grip and it kind of gives you not a fail-safe, but a buffer, right? If you can't hold it, maybe you shouldn't be pulling with some dynamic speed on that weight. And last but not least, the switch grip. Yeah, anything over 80, 85%, and you're really just focusing on heavier weights to target overall thickness and strength of your back, then definitely do the switch grip on the last set or two. And so that's the 3 ways, right? You can wrap up if you're doing a little bit more volume, a little bit more tempo work. Double overhand if you want it to transition to your Olympic lifts. even like climbing over a wall, right? Spartan racers out there. And then last but not least, when to switch it up, if you're going for a heavier, lower volume work, then I'm okay with the switch. Just be careful if you know you have tight biceps, that switch grip can kind of put a little bit too much tension there. That being said, I'm gonna try to keep overhand grips as long as I can. The one thing I found out today, not lifting for a while, is, man, my grip strength. Time to do some carries. I'm gonna work that in this week. So done with the elevation of the heart rate, aka my Metcon cardio. Just moved, I think I got 6 rounds, 6 or 7. Felt good. So a little lifetime hack. We all need accessory work. We all need to work on our supporting muscle groups. Not only that, aesthetics, right? Shoulders, biceps, triceps, midline, calves. A good way to kind of put them in the mix is to do stations like an EMOM to cash out with, right? Pick 2 to 3 movements, anywhere to 8 to 12 rounds, right? So you're alternating movements. So today I'm gonna do some lateral raises for minute 1. Minute 2 is gonna be a static tuck hold on the pull-up bar. Minute 3 is gonna be a moving plank. I'm gonna go through all of that 9 to 12 minutes, right? So 3 to 4 rounds. As long as the form looks perfect, I'll keep going. If not, it's accessory work. Check the box. So workout's done. Time for daily recovery in the ice bath. It's about 45 right now. Just checked it. You can see there's still ice. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there for a short duration of time to get some adaptation, to control my breath, mind over matter. And plus I just feel fantastic afterwards. Not only the release of adrenaline, but also the recovery, which will go in depth at the next Wim Hof Fundamental Workshop. Another one in the books. It's nice to not always do it for time, and it actually makes you more appreciative of the for time or load workouts, right? So check that box today, get the workout in, comment below. I want to know if you worked out today and what you did. As always, get after it. See you tomorrow. Woo.